Hey everybody, this is Emily of Craftwell's Craft Corner, walking through the eBrush Siphon Adaptor Kit with you today. First up is unboxing the Siphon Kit. Now you can use your favorite liquid inks, paints, and even food coloring with your eBrush, because yes, the Siphon Adapter is made with food-safe materials. Let's take a look at what comes inside the box. A siphon adapter with the stainless steel nozzle, your siphon cup, 2 15ml glass bottles, and 2 larger 30ml glass bottles. When opening the box, the very first thing you'll see are the prep sheet and user manual. Let's take a closer look at the prep sheet. This sheet provides you with all the information on how to prep your siphon before use. Don't worry, all of the information is repeated in the user manual. This is just a handy reminder you can place on your craft table. The next paper insert is your Siphon Kit user manual. The eBrush Siphon Adapter user manual will show you on pages 1 and 2 what is included in the box and a getting started guide. Pages 3 and 4 shows you how to use the siphon adapter with the cup or glass bottles. And page 5 to 6 shows you airbrushing tips and general warranty with disclaimers. Remember to look at the airbrushing tips on page 5 for detailed information on the siphon adapter, like techniques and dilution suggestions for different liquids. Now that we've seen how to prep, let's look at the actual siphon. The siphon adapter is very much like all the marker adapters. Both have a carrot top to point to the line on top of the eBrush wand when installing. The siphon cup is perfect for spraying large areas and creating some beautiful gradients or ombre effects. It even comes with a lid to store some liquid. Of course, included with the kit are 2 long plastic tubes and 2 short plastic tubes. The longer ones are used with the glass bottles, while the shorter ones are to be used with the siphon cup. You will receive 2 30ml bottles and 2 15ml bottles with your kit. All the glass bottles include a plastic stopper for an airtight seal on all your pre-made mixed colors. Next up is how to start using your siphon adapter in just 4 easy steps. You can use any liquid pigment, paint, or dye with the adapter, but today we will use food coloring. To start, we will need some flavored extract. The extract should be clear or light in color if you want the pure food coloring to show. Grab any color of food dye. We're going to use 1 30ml glass bottle and 1 15ml glass bottle to show that you can pre-mix colors. You will also need your siphon adapter and long plastic tube, pre-washed and ready to use, and of course, your eBrush. All dilution ratios are included online. Mix 3 parts flavored extract and 1 part liquid food coloring. Again, all dilution ratios are included online. Grab the main part of the siphon adapter. Notice the marks when installing to your eBrush wand. All markings are similar to the marker adapters, so setup is easy. The stainless steel nozzle has an engraved number 5 on top to indicate 0.5 millimeter size and can be twisted out of the plastic piece for cleanup. The metal ring around the opening of the plastic piece should be face down when reassembling the nozzle. Take your plastic tube, long tube for glass bottles or short tube for siphon cup, and insert into the stainless steel nozzle. The easiest way to do this is first measure with your nail how far the plastic tubing should be inserted. Mark with your fingertip, then proceed to twist the nozzle onto the tube. Keep twisting until you reach your fingertip. You can use scissors or blade to cut the excess length of the tube if it does not fit. But please test with the siphon and measure before cutting. Insert your nozzle and tube into the circular plastic piece and twist into place. Assemble them all into the siphon adapter and finally cap into place. Remember the markings on your adapter? Grab your eBrush wand and make sure that the carrot top will point to the Craftwell logo on the eBrush. Now it's time for the fun part. Insert your glass vial or siphon cup and twist into place until you feel it is secure. Power on your eBrush, low, medium, or a high setting. Although the eBrush is powered on, we still need to take the following next steps in order to release the spray onto your preferred medium. The first step is to raise the stainless steel nozzle until it can reach the airflow from the silver eBrush tip. Step 2. Make sure that the nozzle is aligned with the silver eBrush tip so that it's not too far right or too far left. Step number 3. Push the nozzle forward so the nozzle is at an angle. Step 4. Turn on your eBrush and test the spray. Adjust accordingly. Stay tuned for troubleshooting. Let's take a closer look at these steps. In step 1, you want to raise the stainless steel nozzle until it can reach the airflow from the silver eBrush tip. You can achieve this by twisting the nozzle in the same direction you would if you were to remove it for cleaning. During step 2, we want to make sure the nozzle is aligned with the silver eBrush tip so that it's not too far left or too far right. You may do this by simply nudging the nozzle with your fingertip until it's aligned to the center of the eBrush tip. For step 3, you simply need to push the nozzle forward so the nozzle is at an angle. This will angle away from the eBrush tip and towards your project you are working on. Step 4 is as simple as turning on your eBrush and testing the spray. You may need to adjust accordingly, but stay tuned for troubleshooting if you still have questions. As a final review, remember, twist the stainless steel nozzle until it can reach the airflow from the silver eBrush tip. Keep twisting until it is aligned as needed. Step 2, make sure that the nozzle is aligned with the silver eBrush tip so that it's not too far left or too far right. In step 3, we push the nozzle forward so the nozzle is at an angle pointing away from the eBrush tip. And in step 4, turn on your eBrush and test the spray. Now it's time for part 3, troubleshooting your eBrush Siphon Kit. Still having trouble getting the siphon to spray even after following the 4 steps? Here's another tip. No spray and no bubbles in the bottle mean the nozzle is too low. So raise up the nozzle while holding down the eBrush trigger. The spray will show you that the nozzle is at the perfect height. So maybe you have no spray, but there are plenty of bubbles in your bottle. Then this means the nozzle is too high, and instead of siphoning liquid up the tube, it's going down into it. Lower the nozzle and it will spray. Maybe the spraying is not the issue, but you notice some of the liquid collecting and dripping. It just means the nozzle is a bit too high up and needs to be lowered 1 or 2 turns. Well, that's all there is to it. Thanks for tuning in on using your eBrush Siphon Kit. For more information, visit www.craftwellusa.com.